Hello there, my beautiful collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. What's up here? Mindful of the Queen of Cups. The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, there to the Ace of Cups. This is kind of giving the vibes that someone has a secret, but they get distracted. Or if this is an offer or an opportunity wanting to come in, someone gets distracted. This could almost be some talk around the water cooler type vibe. So this could be like a gossiping type energy with you. I don't know if this is work, love, or life related, honestly. Oh, well, those of you in fucked up situationships that you shouldn't be in anyway. So the workplace romances, or some of you, it could be the workplace friendships. Yeah, it's the illusion and the confusion of something. Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups wanted to come out. I feel like you need to be mindful of the Queen of Swords and mindful of the Queen of Cups. You're the topic of conversation around the Ace of Cups. So this is kind of giving water cooler energy, or those of you, people that you have drinks with, coffee, whatever your sort of friendship vibe is. Oh, you're surrounded by the 7 energy. But you kind of need the multiplier to make something work. Oh, everyone knows this. Or you got at least 2 around you that know this. They're trying to. Oh, it's an interpersonal. Some of you, it could be a dating vibe. Those of you, inappropriate workplace relationships, partnerships, or friendships. Uh, I don't. Inappropriate ain't the right word. It's just they're not really your friends. They're not really associates of yours. They're just like people that you know. You're definitely the topic of conversation, but there's something here with the you're not getting the multiplier, right? 777s are good, but unless you get the multiplier, that's really where the success comes in for you. Ooh. You have the 6 of Cups. This is given 6 degrees of separation. So, yeah, those of you. Look, you know they're a bad I don't want to say a bad person. You know they're not the best option or the best opportunity. And some of you, they definitely talk shit about you behind your back. But someone gets distracted. Someone gets distracted. The Ace of Cups is kind of your multiplier. With Capricorn showing up here, definitely avoid any X's. Work, love, life vibes here. It is given 6 degrees of separation. So those of you that are newly single, those of you that know someone isn't a good influence or someone really shouldn't be in your vibes anyway, I don't even feel like you'd want this person around, honestly. It's not someone that you particularly would invite, but they kind of show up, which is why it feels like a work energy, or just maybe it's someone that's associated with someone else that you hang out with. There's a weird work vibe to this. Whatever that Ace of Cups is. They're discussing you over drinks. Yeah, you're not invited to this conversation though. But you are the topic of conversation. How appropriate was Scorpio showing up, especially with that Scorpio moon? Definitely watch your favorite astrologer and see what that has to do with you. What in particular you need to be paying attention to. And I love the fact you got the Ace of Swords there with the Ace of Cups. I feel like your instincts and your intuition are on point if you trust it. You need to turn down I don't know if this is a drinks going out for drinks, or some of you going out for coffee. Because there's the Knight of Cups, there's the Knight of Wands, and there's the Knight of Swords. But someone gets distracted. Someone gets distracted, or there's a distraction energy. I feel it almost feels like you create the distraction here, or you're the topic of conversation, and that creates a little bit of a distraction vibe for you. Lord, if the Five of Wands shows up, fuck, even better, the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. That feels like the Scorpio moon vibe, and what that means for you, particularly with your situation. Yeah, you avoid the Five of Wands. Damn. Someone's probably cross-watching or getting readings on you, or they're far more interested in what you got going on than what they got going on. Look, those of you in the singles group, that you start attracting attention, so some of you could find yourself in this sort of odd position. So maybe you're not in the singles group anymore, but you could be starting a new relationship or partnership, or people know that you're attracting some interesting opportunities. Again, work, live, life, because this could work on any kind of level here. I don't know what your focus is. You avoid the messy vibes, though. Ooh, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands there with the Knight of Swords. It almost feels like there's an argumentative energy there. But you're not there when they're having the discussion, or you're not there when they're arguing. Oh, look at, yeah, definitely pay attention to what Scorpio full moon is doing for you. Feels like that energy is going to stick around for a little while. Yeah, Temperance Angel. I feel like you're going to be flying solo for a while. Well, thank y'all for showing up. You hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Or some of you not being overwhelmed. The whole point is you're not overwhelmed. You got the Ace of Cups come out first. Ace of Swords there with the Ace of Pentacles. You're not doing anything. That's what makes a difference with you. You're achieving a dream or goal. I feel like everybody else sees this. I don't know if you are, because you're not in this conversation. That's the odd thing with it. You're not in this conversation. Who wants to go for drinks? I don't care if this is going out or going for coffee. Yeah, something around the water cooler. So it says that you have it's more like an acquaintanceship than anything else. Ooh, they are messy as fuck. They are messy as fuck. It's the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, there with the Knight of Wands, is kind of giving like a Three Stooges vibe. So those three together kind of fuck up the whole situation. Yeah, it's a new option. It's a new opportunity. You're not in the conversation. Yeah, the Queen of Swords wanted to come out, and I didn't like that vibe for you, and there's a good reason. Because the Queen of Swords is stuck in this heartbreak. I was going to say heartbreak hotel vibes, but take what's yours and leave what's not, right? Maybe you're in the service industry. Those of you that you're pulling the 777s vibes, and I like that for you, but unless there's a multiplier, and honestly, with the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords there with the Ace of Pentacles, it almost feels like a triple lucky vibe. All this horse energy, I don't know. If you bet on the ponies, right? This could be an interesting vibe for you. Yeah, look at that. The Ace of Wands is right there with the Hierophant behind it. Well, this really feels like a work situation. It honestly does. So with the Magician there, you would be interviewing, auditioning, you would be sending out your resumes, you would be creating options, creating opportunities for yourself. Yeah, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups for you. They bring a stagnant vibe. These would be people that you would have conversations with. They honestly would be, but it feels more like acquaintance. They're more like an acquaintance or the acquaintance of an acquaintance. So if you're doing like dinner parties or barbecues or you're going out and these are people that happen to be in the group that you're in. Queen of Cups is giving a messy vibe. That could be a Scorpio. That could be a Scorpio. Or that could be someone that tends to get tipsy a lot. Uber it. Uber it. That makes sense with Scorpio and the Cancer showing up for you. Some of you don't have that conversation, or if you're, I don't know, if you're not feeling the vibes of the situation, think of an excuse and just leave early because you're the topic of conversation, but not for a good reason. I like the fact the Hierophant is the one that brings the blessings energy for you. I feel like the only you're just out there doing your thing. So interviewing, auditioning, maybe you're bringing in new customers, new clients. You're being very proactive in the options or the opportunities you're creating for yourself. For some of you, that's why the Three Stooges energy, that Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Cups get distracted by you. Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups are kind of who you're in competition with. So yeah, it's like for the work energy with you. So those of you going for a promotion, definitely avoid anyone associated with your exes or anyone that's like an ex energy. So if you hang out at a place where everyone kind of does the same thing and there's that competitive vibe going on. Damn. I don't know whose reading this is, but this is amazing for you. You're not the topic of conversation, so I don't feel like you actually know these people, or if you do, they're just acquaintances or acquaintances of acquaintances. They're people that you might have met, but maybe not of significance to you. What's the song on this? Oh my God, you're getting. I've been cheated. I've been mistreated. Oh, so some of you getting out of the singles group. The Queen of Cups is yeah, the Scorpio and the Cancer vibes. They're like doom and gloom. This isn't a good dating vibe because if you meet this person, they're just gonna continually talk about their ex and their failed relationships or partnerships because they are karmic. This could be a friendship vibe as well. This is like those of you the fake friends or the acquaintances that you have in the workplace. And when it comes to like an option or an opportunity, the Queen of Cups would suck up all the sort of energy in the room or in the conversation. They're very sloppy as well. They spill their drinks. They spill their drinks. Yeah, that's why you're the topic of conversation. Definitely mindful of the 6 degrees of separation. You need to avoid any exes or anyone associated with your exes, work, love, life types here. Especially if you, I don't know if you're going to a dinner party or it's if it's like that you go to the same bar all the time or the same sort of whatever the fuck this is. This could be coffee, right? Maybe start frequenting newer places so you don't have to meet people that you used to know or people that used to know somebody that you used to know. Because things are definitely balancing out very good for you. Geminis and Pisces in particular. Geminis and Pisces in particular. The Libra don't know what's quite going on here. So Libra's in the dark about something, and Leo is pulling the cowardly lion vibe. There with the Knight of Wands, and there you are with the Four of Pentacles there with the Virgo vibe. Oh wow. You are definitely not you're the topic of conversation, but you're not in the conversation. It's gotta say Gemini and Pisces. This feels like a lucky Gemini Pisces vibe. Ooh. Oh, some of you could have been, this could have started sort of happening for you when we had that last Virgo full moon. This is when you just kind of doubled down and focused on yourself. I don't know if the ponies, if you bet on the ponies, because you're kind of getting, honestly, with the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups there with the Knight of Wands, that's kind of given the, what the fuck do they call it? The 3 horse races? I don't know. The 777 energy with you is good. Oh, the Triple Crown, isn't that what they call it? You get the multipliers. With the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, there with the Ace of Pentacles. But you're not going to get it if you're in this group situation. And the Queen of Cups is all about a pity party, babe. So, I don't know, keep that success to yourself. And, some of you, if you don't like the vibes of whatever this is, whether this is a coffee situation or this is a dinner party or you're going out somewhere for drinks and you're just seeing a bunch of it's like people that you know. So if it's like everyone that you work with goes to the same place, those of you, if you're in like finance or something like that, it's rather y'all kind of hang out in the same place. Maybe avoid that and try something new. You would be focusing on yourself. Because that 4 of Pentacles feels like you've just doubled down and maybe you're taking on more work opportunities or you're bringing in more clients or you're creating really good opportunities for yourself. You're getting noticed with the Hierophant. So the boss likes what you're doing. But those of you, this would be HR knows before everybody else. So if you've got an HR person that likes to discuss what's going on at work, those of you that have shitty HR people, or those of you, this could be the assistants that know something, whoever knows what the fuck is going on, what the Hierophant is thinking, and maybe you're the topic of conversation here. Libra is out in the cold on this, and Leo is a cowardly lion. So Libra and Leo could be moving out of your vibe here, which creates this interesting opportunity for you. It's pulling lucky Gemini and Pisces vibe. So my Geminis and my Pisces, it feels like a lucky energy for you. I thought you had one that came out for you, but you didn't. There's Gemini at the top. The 2 of Wands. Look, it's uncomplicated, whatever the hell this is. If this is a weird dating vibe, if this is a dating vibe, I don't know. It's somebody that you used to know, somebody you used to date, so avoid the 6 degrees of separation. Those of you that broke up and you chose friends or your friends chose who they were going with, stay the fuck away from those that you don't need to have a conversation with them. Because you're attracting a really amazing option or opportunity here. If you're a praying person, stay prayed up because I'm liking the Hierophant there at the Gemini Garden of Eden. So, damn. This is all secondary to you. You're the topic of conversation when people are having drinks, whether that's coffee or they're going out. I don't feel like it's a celebration energy. The Queen of Cups feels like they just give a pity party vibe. Or the Queen of Cups spills their drinks. That's genderless. Those of you that know people are cross-watching your vibes, those of you that maybe you're not much of a cross-watcher unless you're cross-watching for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, right? Whatever the Hierophant knows, whoever the Hierophant tells. So this is like your boss is looking at an option or an opportunity for you, and they tell HR, or maybe they tell their assistant, and then the assistant and the HR person are blabbing to everybody else about an option or an opportunity coming in for you. Or, yeah, that's the vibe on this. That's the vibe on this. Scorpio come out prominent, so the Scorpio full moon, do watch your favorite astrologer and see what that means for you. Things are moving forward for you in a very interesting way. So stay proactive. You would be interviewing and auditioning. Now, if this is like a romantic vibe, I feel like it's not going to be like an over romanticized relationship or partnership. Maybe you started dating, or maybe you're getting out there to start the date. But hey, get out there and do your thing. Get out there and do your thing. Some of you turn down that drinks opportunity, whether it's coffee or tea or whatever the fuck. I think it's interesting you get the multipliers here. Take what's yours and leave what's not. I don't feel like you need to be taking any risks, but if this is something that you do, you understand that the sevens are good, but without a multiplier, it doesn't really mean much. There is something here with the horses, with the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and you have the Knight of Swords. That's giving like Triple Crown vibes. Someone knows you got lucky energy coming towards you, whoever the Hierophant tells. So whatever that would be with your particular, those of you like the work situation, right? Your boss wants to do something, and then whoever the hell they talk to, so they know, and then they not very it's not a very professional type of vibe, right? So I mean, take what's yours and leave what's not. Hi Capricorn, that was just the intro read. So you know, if you like whoever that is, good for you. Good for you. You're the topic of conversation, but you're not in the conversation. And be glad that you're not. Be glad that you're not. It's very unprofessional. Why? Gemini's sitting out there. Ooh, Gemini with the two of wands. Oh, Capricorn. Look, Capricorns. You could have a situation coming in for you. Those of you that's dating, keep it simple and keep it uncomplicated. And some of you wait to get to know somebody in a biblical sense. Hi, Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn, you're getting that I'm sorry song. I'm sorry, so sorry. But didn't someone redo it? You're getting that song, or you're getting that other one? Or those of you, if you've heard a song, you know, where they sample like one of them classic 50s or 60s songs, and then they put like the pop beat behind it, or like it's a rap. Those of you that are listening to any of those songs, or you hear any of those songs, definitely wait to get to know somebody in a biblical sense, because none of those really turn out to be like good vibes. Because what's the one? You got the one, you don't own me. So any song that's been there where they sample like one of the classic. I think there's like 3 or 4 that actually were pretty successful songs. Yeah, wait to get to know somebody in the biblical sense. Because that high priestess is giving Mother Mary vibes. So I don't feel like it's about an immaculate conception energy. But Capricorn, if you're not paying attention to something, Wait. Well, the King of Swords wanted to come out in reverse. Oh, don't lose your senses or don't lose your head on something here because you're not thinking. Someone isn't as virginal as they appear to be. So, take your time with something. You're getting some weird music vibes because you're getting the dude looks like a lady. Dude looks like a lady. So, this doesn't, is it romantic based? Yeah, the High Priestess is giving Mother Mary vibes. So there's a magician. Current energy, Knight of Pentacles. Gold coin it, or you need to be thinking about your family planning. There's the Queen of Cups. Oh, there's a Willow. Oh, look, it's a karmic situation, love. Yeah, wait to get to know somebody in the biblical sense. Because that's what this is given. Why'd the King of Swords come out in reverse, though? That's weird. What's with the King of Swords in reverse? Like 3 of Wands. You need to think ahead. The Mother Mary vibes. Those of you remember that scene from There's Something About Mary before he goes on the date? Yeah, some of you need to really, I don't know, a little vow celibacy on this, honestly. With Temperance Angel, the 8 of Wands, the Chariot to the 4 of Wands to the 9 of Pentacles. All right, Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Take what's yours and leave what's not on this, Capricorn. This is kind of given the energy of everyone wants to be on your dance card, or everyone wants an option or an opportunity with you, but it's kind of like a temporary vibe. Or they're only going to be focused on themselves. Look, you're responsible for your family planning. So make sensible choices. Those of you not partying, with this Queen of Cups energy there with that 2 of Cups, and with the King of Swords coming out in reverse over top of you here, you really need to make sure that yeah, you don't it's Mother Mary vibes. However the fuck you want to look at that. Be smart here, and some of you, there's something about Mary. That scene in the movie before he goes on the date, like seriously, a little vow of celibacy wouldn't hurt you here. You're definitely responsible for your family planning. Ooh. You attract professional exes. You attract professional exes. Or someone knows the vibe well enough, and some of you should know this well enough, especially if you've got, I don't know if you've already got 2 dependents or 2 people that's dependent upon you, or some of you, someone's wanting to create that kind of codependency. So someone's either going to be number 2 for you, or someone's going to be number 3. So if you've already got 2 codependents, or people that you're kind of successfully single from, someone wants to be the 3rd. Didn't you have the unlucky 3s? I think you had the unlucky 3s, Capricorn. Someone is definitely a professional ex, or you should know better. You should know better. I don't know. Vow of celibacy. There's something about Mary. Those of you know this name before he goes on the date. All right, thank y'all for showing up. Jennifer Kitchen, when will your channel get monetized? That first reading was kind of about that. So, I mean, stay focused on you. I don't know what your situation is, but keep, I feel like you're attracting some interesting attention. Maybe do some marketing or something, because it, proactive vibes. So, I look at that. Because nothing compares to you. Yeah, I don't feel like it's not that you don't have opportunities, but Capricorn, you're really gonna have to I don't know, gold coin that energy. I don't know if you've already got two people that's codependent upon you, someone's gonna be the third. Or if you only got one person, this could be like the second one's wanting to come in here. There is no happily ever after. With the Five of Cups, the Two of Swords, there to the Ten of Cups. Definitely a no X energy here, or this is someone that is very well, they're a professional X. They're very unlucky when it comes to the Ten of Cups situations, but they always come out pretty good in the end. So whatever you need to do, you need to be thinking logically about every choice that you're making. Some of you no drinking. I feel like you need to be seltzer water or just turn down the opportunity. Because the Mother Mary vibes, but it's also that scene in Something About Mary. So mindful with that sort of goldenrod energy there, Capricorn. Some of you, this is like mindful of the allergies. There's something here with like the allergies. Oh Lord, have mercy. If someone gives you that bullshit about being allergic to latex, next. Some of you are gonna hear that excuse next. Oddity for you, Capricorn. What do you got? Lotus room, take up space, growth, expansion, and awakening. Better you stay in so that you avoid the temptation of a situation. Those of you partying too much, or if you're going out, stick to like seltzer water or something so that you do make sensible choices. You know, you take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't. Oh, that Five of Cups, the Two of Swords, to the Ten of Cups. Someone is very unlucky when it comes to relationships or partnerships, but they're very successful exes. So I don't know if they've already got two people that they're codependent upon, or you've got two people that's codependent upon you. Someone wants to be the third. Did you have the unlucky threes? I think it was you that one of you had the unlucky threes. And I feel like it was you. The unlucky threes. This is weird. You know better. You've been there, done that. So I don't know if you've already got two or three codependencies or someone does. I don't know. It's not an immaculate sort of conception type vibe, but someone is sort of showing up in that Mother Mary energy. Damn Capricorn, you would get some weird energy. It's a karmic situation, so Capricorn, there you are. Don't fuck up now. And some of you are responsible, so gold coin it. Right, for fuck's sake, Capricorn. Take what's yours and leave what's not. That's just sensibly smart choices. And Lord have mercy, if someone gives you that, they're allergic to latex line. Sweet Jesus. Where's Aquarius at? Hey, there's Aquarius. The Fool, Aquarius, the Knight of Swords, to the Six of Wands, to the Six of Swords, to the Three of Cups. Aquarius, if you're dealing with the Libra, or those of you Aquariuses with strong Libra in your vibes, pay attention to something. You and Libra, you kind of create an imbalance energy between each other. Especially if you're dating a Libra. Or those of you when it comes to a situation with you. I don't know, some of you are getting single or you're going to be getting single. Those of you that are single, you avoid this sort of a rather controlling situation, honestly. This could be a work situation. So some of you turn down that option or turn down that opportunity. But you and Libra, if you're dealing with the Libra, for those of you getting singles, those of you staying the fuck single, work love life energy on this. Those of you compartmentalize your life because you're both stingy as fuck, and you're gonna kind of bring each other bad luck because it like creates a stagnant vibe here, and not in like a positive way for you. I feel like my single Aquariuses, y'all are doing good. It's those of you that's in like the weird situational ships. Because there's a Three of Cups, there's a Six of Wands, the Six of Swords, there to the Three of Cups. I don't fall in love with a dreamer. Don't fall in love with a dreamer. If you're cross watching for an Aquarius, this could be the Aquarius vibe there, right? Take what's yours, leave what's not. I thank y'all for showing up. You hit the like button, I would appreciate it. So, Aquarius, the Tower, and there's the Empress. Ooh. Wow, really? Work love life vibes on this. Those of you, it doesn't have to be a romantic energy. What's the Empress got to do with this? What's the Empress got to do with this? Maybe Ace of Cups. There's the Knight of Wands. There's the Knight of Cups. Between that, you got the Sun vibes. Oh, Aquarius and Aries are having a dispute, a disruption. The Queen of Wands kind of navigates or instigates something. There with the Seven of Wands. Oh, there's the Pisces moon. You got the sun and the moon. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Aries moon, Aquarius moon. Interesting with that Ace of Cups. Mindful of premature celebrations. Between the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups is the Eight of Cups. Between the Sun and the Seven of Cups is the Seven of Wands, or Seven of Swords. There it's the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, wow. See, you had that King, Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, there with the Four of Pentacles, but y'all don't get along for shit. You're both stingy as fuck. So if this is a work situation, be mindful of that contract. I don't feel like this is a love vibe, but those of you getting single, those of you the relationship or partnership isn't quite working out. Work love life vibes. I feel like those of you who stayed single, you avoid this messy energy. So you could be embodying that Queen of Wands. Those of you with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius moon. Two people are definitely going their separate ways. That could be Aquarius and Aries. But the Empress energy could be a boss. Oh, wow. The moon energy. Over the moon is the Queen of Swords. To the Three of Swords. So you either stuck in that heartbreak vibe or you avoid that heartbreak energy, loves. There's the King of Wands. King of Wands, the Knight of Wands. The messy Leo. The Page of Swords. Head of the Ten of Swords. Ooh. Yeah, some of y'all getting single. This is going to be with that Seven of Cups there and the Aries and the Aquarius there with that Ace of Cups. This is a very passionate, but it's like the champagne in the or sugar cube in the champagne or the Alka-Seltzer in the water vibes, right? It's fizzy, it's bubbly, it looks really good for a while, and then it basically dissipates. So, when the passionate don't work. Again, work love life, because some of you, this could be you could be the ideas person here, Aquarius. Those of you with strong Aquarius moon, you always get a weird like cross-watching vibe. So those of you, if you cross-watch for your moon rising Venus, Western and Vedic, I feel like my single ones, you avoided a catastrophe here when it comes to a romantic option or a romantic opportunity. But whoever took that option or that opportunity, you're going to realize that you avoided a messy situation. If you're cross-watching for an Aquarius and they tell you it's complicated, you have no idea. Give them plenty of space and just move on to the next, or take your time with something. Those of you that took your time before you invested in a person, place, or thing, I feel like it's a dating vibe or some kind of emotionally driven relationship or partnership. So the person that come in to inspire you, that King of Wands there with that Leo energy, they're a really good salesperson vibe, but they definitely lack the follow through on a situation. Normally that shows up as Sagittarius for you, but I'm liking the fact it's showing up a Leo vibe. A Leo with a strong Libra moon. I see there's the 777s, but it's not lucky for all of you. It's illusion and confusion is basically what it is. When the fizzy pop goes flat, right? Some of you, the Alka-Seltzer, when the effervescence isn't there anymore. So the clarity's coming in. Take what's yours and leave what's not. I don't know if you're cross-watching for an Aquarius. I don't know. If they tell you it's complicated, you have no fucking idea. Those of you Aquariuses that avoided the Leo energy here, the inspirational one, that wasn't telling you the truth about the situation. Yeah. Oh, it's endings, it's new beginnings, but whether that's happy for you or not, those of you who are single or just avoided the temptation of something. Yeah, what started out as sugar in the champagne turned into Alka-Seltzer vibes. So the passion isn't there anymore. It's the effervescence. It's the bubbles. It's the bubbles. The Seven of Cups. Seven of Swords is street smart and wise. Seven of Pentacles is smart. Watch your favorite astrologer, especially those of you that cross-watch for like your Western, your Vedic, and Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, because you pull an interesting cross-watching vibe. So those of you that are more, maybe it's Aquarius Moon energy with you, or like Aquarius Rising. Happy singles? Or those of you mindful of the salesperson's energy here, whoever kind of creates that passionate vibe, but they don't plan on sticking around long enough. Because the champagne goes flat. So whatever was meant to be a celebration, the champagne goes flat. Yeah, it's a karmic situation. So you either avoided the karmic situation or you're stuck in that karmic situation. Or those of you, the astrology. What's your favorite astrologer? How are you looking at things? And mindful of the temptation vibe, because whenever the Wheel of Fortune shows up, you always have Capricorn there. So some of you, it's better to stay single or to keep things sort of, don't go. I was gonna say you don't want to go full hog into something. So, take your time before you invest in that situation. My sweet Jesus. See, this is the messy vibe. Zebra energy, somewhere over the rainbow. Only fools rush in. That's the Leo vibe. Because the reason why zebras have that pattern is so they don't get attacked by the lions. Yeah, it's definitely a romantic vibe. Something interesting with your astrology, you hold the key. And those of you that stayed single, I don't know why you need to hearing that you need to stay single. So I don't know if you keep cross watching because you feel like you missed out on a relationship or partnership or whatever the fuck the vibe is. But you really didn't. This does feel romance or passion based. So it's whoever was able to sell you on an idea or sell you on a concept, and it all goes to shit. I don't know if you're dating an Aquarius and they tell you it's complicated, you have no fucking idea. They are messy. Aquarius, mindful of the Leo vibes. So mindful of the salesperson or the one that comes in a little too passionate. Or because yeah, as soon as the champagne goes flat, the relationship is kaput. Or it goes from sugar in the champagne to Alka-Seltzer vibes with you. So avoid the headache. And the Queen of Swords is definitely stuck in a heartbroken energy here. So maybe those of you Aquarius moon, you're pulling weird Libra vibes. So maybe you have a Libra moon. I feel like, don't we have a Libra full moon coming up at the end of the month in that blue moon vibe? Interesting Aquarius. I like it. Take what's yours and leave what's not. You're either getting single or those of you that you avoided the salesperson vibe. The Leo energy is definitely like a cowardly lion. But you getting the zebra vibes. That's why zebras have that pattern, so they don't get recognized. So, Aquarius, the Tower, going to the Empress energy. This could be you loving yourself, focusing on yourself, or some of you there could be a disagreement with the Aries. That could be the Leo vibes as well. There's definitely an argumentative energy and two people going their separate fucking ways here. Or this could be your transformation, Aquarius. Take what's yours, leave what's not, and you're going to be just fine. Those of you in particular that's cross watching on that relationship or partnership, because you always pull a cross watcher vibe, but what are you cross watching for? I don't feel like you would be cross watching if you're focusing on yourself. Hi, Pisces. What's up, Pisces? All right, thank y'all for showing up. You could hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Oi, Pisces. Well, for fuck, we gotta take it because the Wheel of Fortune come out for you. What's your favorite astrologer, Pisces? Can't stress that enough with you. Western and Vedic. You're pulling an interesting lucky vibe. Don't fuck up the option or the opportunity here with you. Mindful of the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's something here with that Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is doing something behind your back that you're not quite familiar with. So you keep getting don't leave money on the table. I don't know if you're negotiating a contract or those of you like literally leaving money just laying around. Be very mindful of that. Definitely mindful of that Queen of Wands. Because they're coming in a weird fucking way. They could lie to you or try to create some sort of confrontational energy there at that Five of Swords. especially if they feel like you're coming out or getting an option or an opportunity. Kind of feels like if they can't take advantage of the situation on you. So I don't know if you got a manager type vibe, or those of you, if you got an agent, if you're in music or anything creative like that. Because I do feel like there's one of you who's a musician, Pisces, but the group falls apart, or some of you, you're getting like a better option, a better opportunity. You're manifesting something new for yourself. There's the Ace of Wands. There's the Hierophant. Yeah, don't fuck up the vibes because you're not paying attention to something. Some of you, if you're cross-watching for Pisces North Node, if you're paying attention to your moon nodes, I feel like it's an unconventionally lucky vibe with you, or it's just a lucky time. Oh, you're getting that song. 'Cause time is on your side. Don't let them push you around. Don't let them get you down. No one's gonna change your point of view. Ooh, that's a 70s song. Rod Stewart, I believe. My musicians, you would know that. Pisces, that's a good song for you. Fuck, I haven't thought of that song for hell and ever. So that's particular to one or two of you, Pisces. What's the name? What's the name of that song? 'Cause time is on your side. You don't need to do nothing except stay out of your own fucking way here, Pisces. Stay out of your own way. Keep it higher vibrational. Those of you, one or two of you Pisces, if you're kind of looking at things from more of a spiritual perspective, give thanks. I always feel like with you Pisces, you find like, I don't know if you find like a gold coin, or you're finding like pennies or dimes or something like that. Some of you could literally be finding like a gold ring. I keep saying like gold with you. If you're feeling like lost, or you feel like you're at a crossroads and you're not quite sure, look for the. I don't know if it's coins with you or something gold or whatever sort of oddity. Because you always get that scene, and I can't think of the name of the movie. The guy's at the bus station, and he puts a dollar coin in the slot machine, and he wins enough to uh, buy his bus ticket and create a new option or create a new opportunity for yourself. I don't feel like it's literally that type of vibe with you, but it's kind of like metaphorically with you. So some of you could be finding a compass, or maybe you like a compass, or maybe if you can find you like a little compass necklace to wear with the Wheel of Fortune there with you. The Queen of Wands is definitely doing something deceptive behind your back. So the Queen of Wands would be someone that cross watches your vibe, or they feel like they know you well enough. I feel like you're not trusting this person because you with the Seven of Wands, you've established some very healthy boundaries. And Pisces, for some of you, I don't feel like now's the perfect dating time. So the Queen of Wands could be someone, it's like the temptation vibes with you. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And Pisces, I feel like if you took a little vow of celibacy, you'd be fine. It's kind of like don't fuck up your luck here. Yeah, because things are like you've changed something, and that changes everything. The Queen of Wands would drain your energy as well. The Queen of Wands would bring you bad luck because they misguide you, or the Queen of Wands isn't working alone with something as well. So there at that two of you notice there's the two people there. So if this is someone that you're dating, they probably still within a relationship or partnership with their other exes, or you're definitely not the only one. Damn Pisces. They would create an unlucky energy for you. But that's also the one that don't leave money on the table around them. Or if you're signing a contract or buying something off of them, yeah, be mindful. Don't leave money around them. Yeah, they don't work alone. So, Ooh. Avoid the temptation, keep it higher vibrational, and for fuck's sake, don't fuck up your own options or opportunities here. Pay attention to, it really feels like pay attention to the gold. So I don't know if you're gonna, some of you could find like a little compass or get you like one of them little compasses you can wear around your neck, or maybe you have a little compass that you wear around your neck, or I don't know, you keep pulling like a lucky coin vibe. But that could be astrology or Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Tower vibes, Aquarius, the Sun, the Chariot, the Four of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, that Queen of Wands doesn't work alone. But the King and Queen of Pentacles are having a disagreement. I feel like the Star, the Sun, the Chariot, the Four of Wands, to the Nine of Pentacles with you is like this transformation energy. I feel like if you're at a crossroads, just look around and pay attention. There's like an unconventionally lucky vibe with you. Everything's going to work out as long as you avoid those that bring you bad luck. Because they're kind of getting some bad luck vibes here. Honestly, with that King and Queen of Pentacles there with that Tower vibes and the Queen of Wands with the Hangman energy there with the Three of Cups. Some of you are going to realize that someone isn't single or someone isn't working alone when it comes to an option or an opportunity. I feel like you need to be in Virgo mode because I don't know your situation, but some of you Pisces, maybe you're making some not so smart choices and you just need to pull your energy back. Those of you that have a favorite quote from the Bible, I is at it. So the Queen of Wands is actually your fucking Judas. So you don't have to do much except stay out of your own fucking way. Stay out of your own way here. Alright, that explains the Two of Pentacles. That could be that King and Queen of Pentacles with you. Ooh, for fuck's sake, Pisces. Yeah, this speaks on this transformation with you. Let go, let God, let go, let the universe. If you have a favorite form of scripture that you like, I feel like it's a scripture energy. Those of you with the Hierophant vibes, keep it higher vibrational. Or if you believe in angels, those of you, if you have like a guardian angel type philosophy here, I like this. That could be for one or two of you Pisces. Take what's yours and leave what's not. I do feel like the astrology is good for you, but you do need to make sure you stay out of your own fucking way here. Those of you in particular, if you're cross watching for maybe Pisces North Node or South Node. I like the little compass vibes with you. Or that could be, maybe those of you could be a St. Christopher. Maybe it's a cross or something. But it feels like one of those little, just miniature compasses. Definitely watch your favorite astrologer, Western and Vedic Pisces. And some of you, now is not the time to date. So I don't know. Keep it higher vibrational. Maybe a little bit of celibacy for you would be good. The Queen of Wands is your Judas, and the Queen of Wands is working with the King and Queen of Pentacles. So some of you, I don't know what the fuck you're doing in that situation anyway. It's not going to be good. Journey, that comes up there with the Wheel of Fortune, your astrology, or those of you, the compass vibe. Well, for fuck's sake, that makes sense. Don't overwhelm yourself. Or some of you don't get in your own fucking way here. Don't get in your own way. I'm liking the butterfly energy with you. The butterfly energy is about the transformation. And honestly, from the Nine of Swords to the Four of Swords, to the Aquarius star, to the Sun, to the Chariot, the Four of Wands, there to the Knight of Pentacles. This is like success coming in for you once you get out of whatever the hell this fucked up Three of Cups situation is. The Queen of Wands and the King Queen of Pentacles work together. You're either going to find this out or figure this out. I feel like don't leave money on the table. Literally for some of you, or metaphorically if you're signing a contract, or some of you when it comes to, I don't know, you shouldn't be paying for everybody's drinks or shit like that as well. Pisces, you know, you take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't. Put all that time, energy, money, and attention into yourself and focus on this transformation that's coming in for you. And if you're feeling stuck or stagnant, what the fuck is the inspiration with you? Some of you literally, it's given like the little compass. Isn't that from a movie or something? Maybe someone has a little compass. Or maybe it's a St. Christopher or a cross or whatever. I don't know. You need to avoid the temptation of something. That's that Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Some of you just keep it higher vibrational because now is not the time for you to be dating. That's why all this romantic energy with you isn't quite working. Because the King and Queen of Pentacles are having a disagreement about something. And that Queen of Wands isn't going to be very happy. That could be a Virgo as well. A Virgo with the strong Aries, Leo, Sagittarius rising, or it's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with a strong Virgo rising. Look at that beautiful transformation. That is absolutely beautiful transformation energy, Pisces. But it's you prioritizing yourself, focusing on yourself, looking for there's something with the gold energy with you. I don't know if you're finding things that's gold or it's like a lucky vibe. The Queen of Wands and the King Queen of Pentacles are not a viable option. Because they're cross-watching your energy and they know. So this could be someone that's looking at your astrology or looking at your birth chart, or they're just all up in whatever the fuck you got going on because they see this beautiful energy coming towards you. Take what's yours, leave what's not. I feel like those of you that's working on establishing and maintaining healthy boundaries, you're going to be fine. Queen of Wands is just the one that creates a temptation vibe. But they're doing a lot of shit that you don't know of behind your back. But that feels like the King and Queen of Pentacles. So catfishing, ghosting, everything that you should be well versed in anyway. Your path is like guided. I feel like everything works out for you in a very weird way. You just gotta trust it. This could be a really good work vibe. King and Queen of Pentacles could be maybe it's a boss situation or those that you work with. Queen of Wands, Sagittarius energy could be the shitty HR person. And that Two of Pentacles is the King and Queen of Pentacles. You focusing on yourself and looking at things differently changes everything. So the Hierophant is definitely more focused on you. You keep pulling the Hierophant energy. I don't know if this is work with you or those of you. Let go, let God, let go, let the universe. It's a very significant time for you. Maybe your moon nodes are switching up, though. I don't know. Take what yours, see what the fuck is it. The inspiration is there. You just got to look for it. And some of you, it's like literally you find, some of you could find gold or something that's gold or a compass, a penny. I don't know, whatever the fuck. Those of you, a dollar coin. Oh, Pisces. Some of you need to go to church, Pisces. I love that for you. And if that's your thing and you're feeling inspired, go to church. Go to church, or at least be thankful, be grateful, and for fuck's sake, keep it higher vibrational. Some of you are a little vow celibacy. Definitely wouldn't hurt anything, right? And the Queen of Wands is your Judas. Hi, Aries, what do you got going on? Hi, Aries, Aquarius. Oh, look at that. Hi, Aries. Aries, pay attention to the clause in your contract. I don't know what the fuck you got going on. One or two of you. There could be an option or an opportunity coming in. Pay attention to the contract. So, I don't know. How do you want to show up? Or some of you, make sure, I don't know, maybe make sure you get to keep the clothes that you wear if you're doing anything creative. Or some of you, yeah, you're going to have to make an interesting choice. Swimwear. Oy. What's with that Queen of Cups? There's so much just. Oy. Aries, don't fuck up a situation right now. Ooh, that Queen of Cups feels messy. So I don't. If you're Aquarius, I don't know who the hell you are, but if you're doing something, um, pay attention to something here. You're successful. You're almost successful. Yeah. Those of you that Queen of Cups, that's the friend of yours that takes pictures of everything. Maybe if you're a little inebriated, or maybe if you're, I don't know, make keep your clothes on, and some of you see if you can't keep the clothes. Like honestly, if you're doing like a modeling contract or a work situation, be mindful of that Queen of Cups though. That Queen of Cups is the one that they're not really your friend, or if they're your friend, that's that friend of yours that really isn't very appropriate, or they could be jealous of your success. Because literally, it feels like you could be on the beach or you could be in the spotlight, but how do you want to be shown? Those of you, if you're not quite the emperor, the empress yet, this is going to be something you're going to have to think about or consider before that option or that opportunity comes in. I don't know. You notice the emperor energy there is fully clothed. So I don't think it's a nefarious energy, but it is something you're going to have to specify about something. This could be a work situation, and that Queen of Cups is the one that, I don't know, makes more choices. The Emperor, the Queen of Swords, there's the Three of Swords, and there's the Knight of Swords. Oh, yeah, I don't like that Queen of Cups for you. That Queen of Cups is shady as fuck. That Queen of Cups is shady as fuck. So that could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and maybe they got a Capricorn rising or a Capricorn moon. Or this is that friend that takes unflattering pictures of yourself, or really is they're toxic as fuck. I don't even know if you call them a friend, or it's one of them fucked up friendships where they think it's funny if you fall or get sunburned or some shit like that. So maybe leave that Queen of Cups out of this equation. Honestly, with that Emperor energy here, if this is a work situation, I don't know. You know, maybe not go to the pool type of vibe or some shit like that. Some of you, that's the clause in your contract. But if the Emperor is like a designer, this could be you. Maybe you get to keep the clothes that you wear that you're modeling, right? Or it might be maybe it's like a brand partnership wanting to come towards you as well. But how are you going to come across? This is given genderless vibes, so you could be masculine or feminine on this. I feel like the emperor might not like the fact that you're avoiding like a tricky situation or a sticky situation here. Because that Queen of Swords to the Three of Swords, there to the Knight of Swords, I feel like you need to counter an offer, counter an opportunity here. So there's some sort of negotiation that you need to be focused on. But I don't feel like it has to be a negative for you, but how do you want to show the fuck up? Be mindful of that Queen of Cups. That's the person that maybe you party with, and they just can't be trusted. They are some of you that could be that best friend or that friend you have that is just really inappropriate, and uh, I don't know. Depending on who the fuck you are, if you're a famous person or soon to be famous person or soon to be successful, you need to make some smart choices. I feel like you should be wearing as many clothes as the emperor. But some of you, that could be a clause in your contract. So if you're doing something, maybe you got to keep the clothes or the shoes or, something like that. The magician, the king of swords, the two of swords, the page of swords, there to the 10 of swords. The emperor gets some bad news because you're not messy, or you avoid a messy situation here. This is seriously feeling like you need to be wearing as much clothes as the emperor wears. So if the emperor is in a three-piece suit or the emperor is in a large caftan that covers everything, you need to be matching that vibe. So that could be a positive, and for some of you, that should just kind of be the energy in which you're navigating in. Yeah, you need to be prudish as fuck. You need to be prudish as fuck. There's a work situation on this. And those of you, that messy friend that is really not your friend, or you think they're your friend, but they fuck you over on more than one occasion, leave them out of this situation. So don't bring them. It kind of feels like a photo shoot or maybe a vacation, or those of you, if you're going on location somewhere, leave that drunk ass friend where the fuck they're at, or the one that isn't really your friend. So I guess the fortune teller's right. I should have seen what was there, not some holy light. Honestly, I feel like you need to be just as clothed as the emperor is. That is like literally and metaphorically with you. Or it could come to that sort of situation. Doesn't have to be nefarious, but you both need to be pretty much shrouded in the same thing. So this is about yeah, the Four of Pentacles. You're gonna have to make a really smart choice right now and stick to it. Leave that fucking Queen of Cups wherever the fuck they're at. They are messy. They're not your friend, and I feel like they could get you into some not so smart choices as well. So the Queen of Cups isn't your friend. And I like the fact that King and Queen of Swords showed up here. So you need to be making some really smart choices and deciding things here before you have to make that decision. And you really need to be matching the Emperor energy there, literally with the clothes. So this is like an ad campaign for you or something like that. Maybe figure out how you get to keep the clothes or the shoes, or you both should be matching. And if you're not, then maybe that's not the option or the opportunity for you. Definitely mindful of that fucking Queen of Cups. They are not your friend. They are not your friend. Keep it higher vibrational. What's over the Two of Cups? This feels like a work vibe, but if this is like a dating energy, this is still someone that's kind of shady as fuck, honestly. And maybe take your time getting to know somebody in the biblical sense. So you really need to make sure you know what the hell the relationship or partnership is about. I do not like that Queen of Cups energy with you. That's the friend that'll fuck you over in a heartbeat, but for whatever reason you keep them around. And the Queen of Cups is always spilling their drink. Queen of Cups will get you into some not so good opportunities. Mindful of the Emperor energy, though. You need to keep something very high class, or you need to have very high expectations. And some of you like seriously wait to get to know somebody in the biblical sense. I feel like there's a negotiation energy here. That's why it feels like you're successful, but you need to make sure that you're coming across as successful as who you're kind of working with or what the opportunity is. You need to be matching that Emperor's vibe. Hi, Aries. I like this. You're getting attention. I like this. It's but how are you coming across? Those of you, if you always pull like Aries rising, so you could be new to a situation and you're not quite sure how to do the negotiations of something, but you need to make sure you negotiate something here. You need to match that Emperor energy. So this is someone you're in a relationship or partnership with. Make sure that you're both, because it honestly feels like this is how they want you, but that's how they're showing the fuck up. You need to match them in the same sort of vibe. You need to be prudish as fuck as well. You need to be prudish as fuck. So leave that messy friend or that messy whoever the fuck that Queen of Cups is. Leave them out of this equation and stay covered up for fuck's sake. Like literally stay covered up. If your counterpart ain't wearing what the hell you're wearing, you need to ask why. Some of you, this could be a clothing campaign, and maybe, I mean, I feel like you should match whatever the hell your counterpart is wearing. Some of you can negotiate the clothes or the shoes or the bags or the jewelry or whatever the fuck it is you're advertising here. If you don't, if you don't establish this early on, it like changes the whole vibes of something for you. So you need to be prudish, you need to make sensible choices, and pretty much just you need to be mirroring the energy there. So if the Emperor wouldn't wear it, why are you wearing it? Or if you're not wearing it, why ain't the Emperor wearing it? You know what I mean? I do not like that Queen of Cups. Some of you, I don't think you need that Queen of Cups around you. Because they're not really a friend. They give you shit advice or they get you in trouble, or this is someone that really, they're toxic as fuck. Not going to be a good work vibe for you. Take what's yours and leave what's not on this, Aries. But keep it higher vibrational. High Priestess could definitely be an HR vibe. Or those of you, it's like the intimacy coordinator, especially if you're a creative person. So the Emperor could be the artist. And maybe they're coming up with some interesting ideas, but you're not comfortable with it. There are some interesting negotiations going on here, and you need to be prudish. You need to be prudish. The spotlight's on you. Make sensible choices. And stay the fuck away from that Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups could be a bartender, or the Queen of Cups is the party person, or the person that gets you in trouble. So, some of you, it's that friend you think is really good to have around, but they're really not a good influence. If this is a current situation that you're going through, I feel like things are going to get good for you. Things are going to work out in an interesting way. You just need to make sure that you're matching the energy of the Emperor or the Empress. This is feeling a really weird successful vibe, but successful and now what type of energy? Because it's interesting, you both showed up, the masculine and the feminine of you here, Aries, which is really fascinating. But you both need to be in the same sort of vibe. But that's how someone wants to see you. You need to be prudish. Especially if this is a work situation. It's kind of given if you're doing like a work event, maybe avoid going to the pool, or some of you don't bring that friend and you both act like an ass when you start drinking. So you're like making really smart choices. Or the Queen of Cups is the messy one. Mm. The Chariot, the Four of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. Pisces to the Lover's vibe. Oh, damn. Aries, for some of you, a little vow of celibacy here. Those are the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups could be LGBTQIA plus. So some of you, you could be avoid the Three of Cups situation here, because that Queen of Cups is messy as fuck. Ooh, yeah, you need a little vow of celibacy. You need a vow of celibacy, or some of you, if you're traveling or you're going somewhere, pay attention to like I don't know, pay attention to the Queen of Cups has a camera. So, I don't know, whatever the fuck you got going on. Or those of you with the situational ships. Yeah, Queen of Cups is probably LGBTQIA plus, or they play both sides of the situation here. Queen of Cups could be a bartender. Queen of Cups could be a maid. Queen of Cups could be a server. Queen of Cups could be, they're messy and they're toxic and they're not really your friend. But they will put on a good show. They will put on a good show. All right, for fuck's sake, Aries. Take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't on that. That's interesting. If you're traveling or doing something new, you're someplace new, like modesty with you. But that also feels like that could be a clause in your contract, or that should be a clause in your contract. All right, Geminis, Ace of Wands there with the Pisces to the Nine of Pentacles. There's that lucky energy with you, Geminis. Ooh, no, you're not lucky. You're blessed. Yes. Oh, in the Gemini moon. We don't have Gemini moon, but Gemini is definitely it's someplace of significance in your astrology. So do what your favorite astrologer, Geminis. You and Pisces with that unconventionally lucky energy. I'm liking it. I Oh, the land of illusion and confusion. There at the Seven of Cups. Hopefully you're on the other side of that Seven of Cups, Geminis. Let's see. There's the Four of Pentacles. So you got something interesting going on here. Look at the Queen of Cups. You got a Queen of Cups that's paying attention to you. Oh, they're toxic as fuck. Oh, sweet Jesus. All right, Geminis, those of you with strong Aquarius moon, mindful of that Queen of Cups. Mindful of that Queen of Cups. Those of you Geminis, especially if you're like an Aries rising. Queen of Cups fucks up a situation, but that's advantageous to you in a very odd way. Work, love, life vibes on this, Geminis. Some of you avoid a situational ship energy. The Queen of Cups could definitely be LGBTQIA+. They play with everybody. So, like literally and metaphorically. Which isn't a negative. It's just, pay attention to this one. Pay attention. The Knight of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Queen of Swords, to the Ten of Swords. Lord have mercy, to the Page of Swords, to the Two of Wands. Ooh. All this mother loving swords energy. Sweet Jesus. Gemini, some of you take a little vow of celibacy because, sweet Jesus, you got every musty fucking person out there. Yeah, those of you, maybe it's a Aries moon energy with you, Geminis, or Aries rising. Look at all this swords energy. Knight of Swords, the Three of Swords. So the Knight of Swords has some bad news for this Queen of Swords, which creates an ending to a situation. So you avoid a messy vibe here, because the Queen of Swords isn't happy with the news that they're getting. I don't feel like you're the Queen of Swords. The Page of Swords, whoever keeps cross-watching the energy with you, sees that you have these interesting options or the opportunities. You're pulling the World card. So those of you, if you're on social media, those of you, maybe you're off the dating app, so you just kind of pulled your energy back. Those of you that's on the other side of the Seven of Cups, so hopefully, you know, the Seven of Cups, hopefully you're on the other side of the Seven of Cups, so you're not stuck in this sort of land of illusion and confusion. You're victorious over something because you avoided the Five of Wands, so you avoided being like stuck or stagnant in a situation. The Leo energy with you is your street smarts, your wise, the Leo energy is like the wisdom vibe here. Because I feel like you're the one that's sort of taming the lion energy here. So those of you going for higher education, those of you that's just avoiding every messy fucking option or opportunity out there. I like the Five of Pentacles. You're pulling an interesting religious vibe on this, Geminis. Because I feel like Virgo and Sagittarius, every time Virgo and Sagittarius shows up for you, that feels like a blessings energy, Geminis. So if you're a praying person, stay prayed up, right? For some of you, maybe that Virgo and Sagittarius is kind of shit out of luck because you got the strength of the lion here. It doesn't feel like a Leo vibe. It feels like you're embodying the Leo energy. And it feels like a clever vibe with you just because of the lions, usually outside of like libraries. The two famous lions in New York City outside the library there, and then there you are. Your adaptability and flexibility here. There's a lot of shit out of luck energy around you, Geminis, and I don't know what the fuck that is. Take what's yours and leave what's not on that. I feel like you're on the other side of that Seven of Cups. So you're out of that sort of land of illusion and confusion. The Empress energy with that Queen of Cups, that showed up in Aries, which is why those of you with strong Aries, rising or moon, or those of you embodying that Emperor and that Empress energy, because that kind of speaks on your duality, Geminis. Sagittarius and Virgo are kind of having a rough time of something. But that Five of Pentacles is definitely pulling an interesting religious vibe. Of course, with you, Gemini's religion, philosophy, mythology, astrology, sci-fi vibes. So, it doesn't have to necessarily be religion-based with you. Those of you with the odd superstitions, those of you with the odd way of looking at things, those of you Geminis that have great discussions. The Leo energy with you is great conversations. The Leo energy with you is great. It's a great presentation vibe. It is bringing that intellectualism that you bring, Geminis. Those of you that are well read, those of you that are well versed, those of you Geminis love to talk, those of you that have a great vocabulary, those of you that have learned to focus on yourself. Because the Leo energy is pulling that strong temperance angel vibe. This is a good healing energy with you. And this is it's a very interesting, however the fuck you want to look at things. It kind of feels religious for some of you. Others of you, it's your philosophies on things. And those of you that have varied sort of beliefs and thoughts on things. Some of you, I don't feel like it's a lucky in love, and thank goodness for that, because sweet Jesus, you have just a lot of messy kind of fucking vibes, Geminis. Scorpio brings, like, some of you really good intuitive vibes. Or there's a Scorpio that's sort of, pay attention. Those of you that pay attention to the signs, those of you that have, you're trusting your instincts, you're trusting your intuition more. I feel like you're on the other side of the Seven of Cups. So hopefully you're on the other side of that Seven of Cups instead of staying stuck in that land of illusion and confusion. Some of you, when it comes to your interpersonals, I feel like some of you have a lot of options, but they're all really shitty ones. So maybe pay attention to Scorpio, because the Scorpio there at that Ace of Swords, Scorpios always bring the stingers. We love our Scorpios, but they always bring the stinger. And there's always usually a but. Ace of Pentacles is feeling like the moon sign. As in, when the Scorpio comes to apologize, or the Scorpio comes in with something, they've always got a big but. So it's avoiding that illusion and the confusion and the sort of bullshit energy. I feel like some of you, if you're single, you're going to avoid this. Those of you in those fucked up situationships, work, love, life, this is that energy with you. Yeah, work, love, life, and avoiding the strife. That Queen of Swords is getting some bad news. Something definitely isn't working out for that Queen of Swords. And some of you, whatever the cross-watcher vibes are when it comes to you. Interesting with the Aries. Interesting that you're pulling the Aries. So Gemini's, pay attention to the Aries reading, where that Queen of Cups was kind of messy as fuck. That could be the Scorpio as well. Sagittarius and Virgo. I think it depends upon how you look at things. Some of you that Sagittarius and Virgo, they don't have much of a belief, and they're kind of shit out of luck. For others of you, I feel like that's whatever your sort of beliefs are. You keep getting that exhausting vibe, which I find fascinating for you Geminis. So, rest, relaxation, moisturize, hydrate, all that good stuff. Eat healthy food. And of course, Geminis, do you believe in angels? I believe in angels. Hey, sweet Jesus. The perfect Gemini song. I love this. There must be 50 ways to leave your lover. Now, those are some of you Geminis. Those are, I don't know which one of you is wanting to get out of that relationship or partnership, but you don't. That's those of you in a relationship or partnership. If you're single as fuck, I don't feel like this is the vibe with you. Because if someone wanted to come into your energy, I feel like you would politely decline that offer, that opportunity. Because you're just making very sensible choices here. And there's an interesting aloofness to it. And I love this because you notice the number on the bus, it's 42. Those of you, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. What else does Gemini need to know? Well, that was quick. Yeah, you're manifesting, loves. Keep it short, sweet, to the point, and for fuck's sake, make sure you're prioritizing yourself. Ah, look at that, the fucking Wheel of Fortune. I mean, damn Geminis. Who could ask for anything more? Oh, damn. Look, I don't feel like you're going to be single, but you're going to know if the option or the opportunity is right. Because you got the Wheel of Fortune, there's the Tower of Vibes, there's the King and Queen of Pentacles. This is like, you're very grounded, you're very focused, and your perfect relationship or partnership, it's going to be very centered and focused like that. Some of you, it's not about the over romanticizing shit or the meet cute, or it's not like that. This is a very happy, very healthy, and you both bring each other luck. Some of you, that doesn't need to be a romantic vibe, because honestly, I don't. It's not going to be an overwhelming, like a loving vibe. So those of you that's looking for that foolishly falling in love and shit, yeah, I don't feel like that's the energy here. You're both going to be grounded and focused and taking your time, and you're both focused on what's important to you, and it's very centered. It's a very focused option or opportunity. You both are. I hate to say that karmically connected, so it brings a good vibe, but there's things that you share that's in common that keeps it's like great conversations, Gemini. Some of you should be having great conversations. If you're not, move on to the fucking next. Some of you do need to get single first. Take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't. Scorpio always brings the stinger, but Scorpio for some of you could be that heightened sort of intuition with you. You could be, maybe you're thirsty, so make sure you're hydrating, Geminis. Make sure you're hydrating. I mean, for fuck's sake, I keep getting drawn to the Virgo and the Sagittarius. I don't know if they're having a hard time with something, or those of you, what's that saying? Don't go as fast as your guardian angels can keep up with you. So I feel like it's a positive for some of you, and maybe for some of you, Sagittarius and Virgo have just done too much, and now they've kind of fucked themselves out of an option or an opportunity. You need to make sure you're on the other side of that Seven of Cups. Yeah, it kind of feels like Sagittarius and Virgo could have fucked up a situation. Because the Four of Pentacles wanted to come out there in reverse. Damn Geminis. What's your favorite astrologer? Western and Vedic and Chinese, your Geminis. And go be your unique self. Now, Sagittarius and Virgo, those of you Geminis, if you do convention work, two definitely go their separate ways, or two are definitely in disagreement. Uh, and I don't feel like that has anything to do with you, unless you're in that fucked up situational ship. I don't feel like you're going to be single, but it's not going to be an over romantic type of a vibe. You know what I mean? You're just gonna. You're both going to be very grounded and focused enough on yourself that it's going to be just a very comfortable relationship or partnership. You're both sharing like common dreams, common goals, and you both bring each other like good luck. So whether this is romantic or work, love, life, hell, that could be your fucking duality as well, Geminis. You are the twins, so. Some of you do have just some messy fucking options, so I don't feel like it's lack of opportunities, Geminis, but I also don't feel like that means much. I feel like you know that don't mean much as well. Because you avoided the Five of Wands. You were able to sidestep that energy because you were on the other side of that Seven of Cups. So some of y'all need to make some decisions. Do your shadow work. That is the Capricorn, the land of indecision. So some of you got some choices to make. Make those choices. Move forward. Are you getting the onward, Christian soldiers? Hi, my lovely Geminis. Oh, I love your energy. Take what's yours and leave what's not. What else does Gemini need to know? Ooh, some of you are getting Lady Chatterley's lover. Ooh, what the fuck are you doing? Soul's window. Listen to what speaks to your soul. I say that because of the dandelions or the daisies right there. Y'all know that scene. Ego trap, check yourself. Ego, judgmental thinking, and superiority complex. Crystal waterfalls. Clear your mind and cleanse your soul. Healing, cleansing, and recharging. Ooh. Now, the fact you're getting Lady Chatterley's lover on this, and those of you, if you don't know what the wildflower vibes there, read the book. Avoid the temptation. Some of you avoid those with way too big an ego. Some of you, it's that fucking Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups or King of Cups or that fucking Scorpio. Make sure you're prioritizing yourself because I'm loving the Aquarius blessings with you. Those of you in particular with the Aquarius moon, or those of you with the Scorpio moon, especially if you're dealing with a Scorpio and Lady Chatterley's lover. So you read it, you know. If you haven't, you need to. Unconventionally lucky energy as well, Gemini. You need to be on the other side of that Seven of Cups. So moisturize, hydrate, exfoliate. Wear your fucking sunscreen. Those of you, if you listen to that song in a while, where it says wear your sunscreen, come out in the 90s. Virgo, what do you got going on, Virgo? Virgo. Virgo, you're giving a weird earthquake vibe. What's up with that? But you're pulling the weird, you pull the weird energy anyway. Okay, Virgo, so there you are. Five of Pentacles, Virgo, and there's Sagittarius. Ooh. San Gabriel, San Andreas, what are you doing? San Bernardino. Anything with sand in it, S-A-N. Again, there's a magician energy. What are you manifesting? What are you manifesting? Are you a musician? Because you're getting that Kim Wilde song. Set me free, why don't you, baby? Ooh, you in that situationship energy. All right, the Five of Wands, you got a choice to make. But damn. Something isn't going to go the way you want it to if you're not paying attention to something. The Five of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. There with the Scorpio vibe. Leo, the King of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Tower to the Ten of Swords. If someone's watching you, someone's watching them watching you, and the Scorpio cannot be trusted. I don't know what the fuck you got going on, but I don't know. you need to make sure that you're paying attention to something. See, you normally pull that, you don't trust nobody, nobody trusts you. You haven't pulled rattlesnake energy in a while, which I find interesting. But it kind of feels like the rattlesnake got a little docile. Or some of you, this is the rattlesnake that don't rattle. Mindful of that Scorpio vibe. That Scorpio definitely brings a stinger to a situation. And whatever this argument or disagreement is, dealing with that Ace of Pentacles, some of you aren't going to like the resolution energy on that, Virgo. Someone is definitely cross-watching the Leo vibe. I would be mindful of the Leo. The Leo has fangs. So those of you that's vicariously trusting a Leo, right? That's depicted, and the trainer there has their hand in the mouth. But some of you, that's not going to be the smart choice right here. Because if the Leo's watching you, someone's watching the Leo. And that's creating for some of you, a not so positive situation. Someone is manifesting something in your energy. It kind of feels dramatic, but then it shouldn't. It shouldn't. I trust the vibes of something. So maybe do some Reiki, stay grounded, stay focused, Virgo. 9 of Cups, there's the world vibe. Some of you are just in toxic situations that you need to, it was a bad idea, it was a bad choice, it was the wrong decision, and now you're kind of stuck. There's kind of like resolution energy, but I don't know. If Leo's watching you, you're watching Leo, Scorpio's here. Some of y'all, Scorpio brings the stinger. So I don't know. Some of y'all are trusting the wrong fucking people at the wrong time. And then with the Hierophant, those of you with the shitty job and everyone is sort of watching each other's back. The earthquake energy with you it just kind of is what the fuck it is, right? So that's not something that should overwhelm you. Trust your instincts and trust your intuition. Those of you, if you're cross watching for a Virgo, now Virgo could be the one that maybe you need to make sure that you need to walk away from at least 2 or 3 sort of situations here that aren't going to be very positive for you. Scorpio could definitely be a snake. Because this Scorpio has a stinger, but this Scorpio also has fangs. And the Ace of Pentacles there at the 7 of Cups. Those of you in the situationship, or those of you getting catfish in a situation, those of you trusting the Leo, because the Leo energy is kind of given like the handler vibes, but something ain't quite working. Those of you online dating or whatever the fuck you got going on that you don't have the clarity that you need more clarity. You need to be embodying the Aquarius of the situation. Some of you, that Scorpio full moon could be switching things the fuck up when it comes to a situation. I don't know, you're the wild card, so this is either going to be a positive for you or it's going to fuck up the options or fuck up the opportunities. But I don't know who the hell shouldn't be trusting who on this. I don't feel like anyone in your energy, or maybe even you. Y'all are just way too self-centered. That could be the Aquarius vibes on this. So maybe Aquarius is creating that self-centeredness. Because it's kind of like the Leo goes after the Scorpio stings the Leo, and then that creates a chain of sort of a cause and effect here that doesn't really work out for anybody. If it's a work situation, y'all just need to fucking chill. Because the Hierophant hasn't made a decision yet. But that could be the boss that just plays everybody, and it's going to change their mind on something anyway. Because you got the Hierophant, the Knight of Swords there with the Capricorn vibe. So that's kind of the angel on one shoulder, the devil on the other. Some of you, you know exactly the options or the opportunities that you're playing in. You know exactly what the hell the vibes are. And why are you trusting who and what the sort of energy is on this? Those of you in particular that work with animals, because this is kind of given the, in Japan, they talk about if before an earthquake, the cobras will come out and act strange. So trust the vibes of the animals here. And those of you, the handler never puts their hand in the mouth of a fucking lion or tiger, right? Scorpio is a stinger, and Scorpio has fangs. So they're a snake energy. The Scorpio is probably a rat. They're a rat or a snake in Chinese astrology. So why are you trusting them anyway? Or those of you, do you want what's that fucking movie where the guy is feeding the rat to the snake and it bites his hand? It's from the 90s. It's kind of giving that vibe. Ay, sweet Jesus. Virgo, Scorpio full moon. What does it mean to you? I don't know if you're cross watching for a Virgo. They're kind of messy as fuck. So maybe wait until they sort of get a situation sort of figured out here. And definitely mindful of fool's gold. Because someone's kind of manifesting something, but it's not a positive vibe. It's more of a fool's gold energy. I've got so much honey, the bees envy me. I've got a sweeter song than the birds in the trees. That come out in reverse. So did this, but I feel like that's a situational ship energy with you. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. So Leo has a proposal and Scorpio has a proposal. But neither one of them is going to be what's going to be right for you. So Leo will bite you and Scorpio will sting you and bite you. And something is messy. But who created the messy vibes? And you got the Hierophant there at the Capricorn. So you're stuck in like a shade of gray that I don't know. Wait till the clarity comes. I don't feel like Scorpio brings much clarity to this. Trust the animals on something. Like really trust the vibes. Or someone here could work with animals. Yeah, Lord have mercy, it's messy. It's messy. You gotta make a choice and make a sensible choice, Virgo. There's something interesting with your astrology as well. None of this should be dramatic. Um, None of it should. I mean, if you work with animals or you're around animals, you never put your hand in their mouth. Scorpio always brings the stinger. Those of you, if you're feeding your pet snake, right, you need to be mindful. Or it's like that movie where the snake will fucking bite your hand getting the rat. Or you could be dealing with a rat or snake, but it's the Scorpio vibe. Whatever this is, these are choices that you're making. Trust your instincts, trust your intuition. It's not about love. Some of you, it's trust, and why the fuck would you do that? Especially if you're dealing with people or things that, I mean, they just kind of are what they are. So if you don't need to be making any unsensible choices, and some of you, it's more of a fucking common sense energy here. Like literally, no picking up strays. Someone could be a vet or they like animals, and this is something that they need to pay attention to. So if you're doing something new, this is what you need to pay attention to. So Yeah, none of it should overwhelm you. It's only if you're not paying attention and trusting your instincts and trusting your intuition. I don't know your life. Take what's yours and leave what's not. I feel like you're getting good guidance if you trust it. Snakes, rats, scorpions, and those of you, the lions, mountain lions, or this could even be a cat, right? If you've got one of them cats that like to bite, make sensible choices. There's way too much going on. So those of you, whatever the fuck you got going on, there's way too many. There's way too many, and there's way too many variables on this. And some of you are just getting shit advice, or you're getting contradicting advice. But that kind of come in with that Scorpio energy. The Scorpio brings a fucking stinger, so maybe pay attention what Scorpio full moon is doing for your astrology, and some of you distance yourself from that Scorpio. Because they're definitely up to no fucking good. Or they just bring illusion and confusion to a situation. Those of you that Scorpio moon could have disrupted the vibes when it comes to you. Everyone is argumentative, or everyone, nothing seems to work. Some of you just have a shitty boss. So before you take on that option or that opportunity, better make sure that the Hierophant follows through. Because I felt like the Hierophant, they change their mind a lot, or they change the finish line a lot. Or pay attention to what Taurus and Capricorn are doing with your astrology. I like your vibes, Virgo. Take what yours and leave what the fuck isn't. But some of you, it's messy as fuck because you messy as fuck. Or you're just not making sensible choices. Earthquake vibe isn't a negative. You know where you're at. The wild animal vibe, that's not a negative. That's just sort of situational ship energy, right? So take what's yours, leave what's not, and now is some of you now is not the time. The Scorpio moon kind of disrupted some vibes. Or those of you literally, if you're somewhere where there's scorpions, you could almost like walk into a den of scorpions if you sit down not paying attention. Because Scorpio definitely brings a stinger. But Scorpio could be a rat or a snake in Chinese astrology. Because you're vividly getting that. The person that goes to feed their snake and they get bit. So, rat energy or a snake vibe. Or literally a scorpion. Scorpio, I'm only going to take it because it will a fortune come out for you. So, what's up? You're pulling a fun vibe, Scorpio. Keep it happy, keep it optimistic. I do feel like Virgo is wanting to influence you, or those of you Virgo. Empress, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Wands, to the Seven of Pentacles, to the Eight of Swords. Yeah, there's the Virgo with the Five of Wands. Oi. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, the set. Mindful of who's trying to sell you on an idea or an opportunity. Because honestly, this Empress with this Ace of Cups, this is like you're looking good, you're feeling good, but maybe your hairdresser tells you you should change your product or change something different, and then they like fry your hair, or you go to get maybe a root touch up or some highlights in, and like because you notice how brassy that fucking hair is and how dry and damaged it looks. Or some of you go in, maybe you're going in for some spa treatments and they talk you into something that maybe you shouldn't be doing. I feel like you're beautiful just the way you are. Keep it simple. And some of you, now isn't the time to try to change things up. Especially if you're feeling bored or you're not feeling that inspired. And the Virgo energy with you, mindful of the gurus. Because some of you, I kind of feel like Yeah, this is like your hairdresser tries to talk you into a new style or changing like the coloring of something, and then they completely fry your fucking hair. So maybe don't go to someone new, or some of you mindful of the one that kind of, this is like the salesperson that's a little too, they're a little too snobbish. And I don't feel like they're really good at what the fuck they do. So maybe not try a new esthetician or a new hairdresser, or I don't know. This person is kind of messy as fuck, but they're expensive as hell too. There's something here with like the products. And so that's why it's feeling like hair. You're going to get your hair done, but maybe you're using a new colorist. Hair, makeup, nails with you. Some of you don't overdo it because you can like overdo it, especially if you're doing like spa treatments. Or maybe those of you wanting to get some work done. Don't be impressed. The Virgo is given like a guru vibe, but it's given like you think someone is more impressive just because of the, if you're a person that looks for the name brands, yeah, some of you that's not exactly the best. Or you go to like the spa. Some of you this could be the esthetician. Some of you, if you're getting your eyebrows done, this is the person that totally fucks up your eyebrows. Someone goes in for like a cut or a color, and they absolutely ruin the hair. It comes out brassy and dry. Hey, the Nine of Cups. You don't need all that. Sensible choices, sensible decisions, and Lord have mercy. Some of y'all stay hydrated, because you're making me thirsty. Stay hydrated. Some of you do pay attention if you're wanting to change your hairstyle. I don't know why that's given a hairstyle, but the Empress there at that Ace of Cups is giving somebody, they're sitting there getting their hair done. And Lord have mercy, whoever the hell is doing it does not know what the fuck they're doing. And there's something here with over processing the fuck out of something. So if you've recently done something to your hair, don't be trying to do like some more. This is giving someone that's trying to, you bleached it like 2 or 3 times and you're trying to fucking tone it, but something ain't right. Those of you, if you're getting work done, like seriously, spa treatments are good, but don't overdo it. Just because something is bougie doesn't necessarily mean that it's better as well. Because with the Seven of Pentacles here and that Seven of Cups, some of you out of boredom can make some not so smart decisions. That Knight of Wands is giving someone that wants to go with bangs. I mean, sweet Jesus, no. Get you some clip-ons if you want to do something like that. Don't be changing your hair or your look or your style just because you're bored. A lot of moisturizer. A lot of moisturizer. Yeah, Seven of Swords. You'll regret that haircut. Or someone comes out with a very brassy, if you're getting highlights or something, very brassy vibes. Maybe the Two of Cups. Don't be impressed with the bouginess of something. Well, Lord have mercy, Scorpio. I like this. I like this. It's odd. So your boredom could lead to some maybe not so smart choices, and some of you mindful of the overindulgence of something. There's a reason why they want to give you like fancy cappuccinos or coffee or champagne when you're at whatever the fuck this is. It's so you spend more. Especially if you're bored. Someone don't need to do anything to their hair. I don't know what the fuck you're wanting to do. And some of you getting like way too many procedures done. You need to wait. The Knight of Cups there with the Knight of Pentacles. I don't know who the fuck you're wanting to change your hair. Don't. Someone definitely don't get bangs. You could get clip-ons if you want to try to figure out if you like bangs or not. Don't think just because it's bougie, it's going to be better. Some of you I feel like it's bougie and they sort of bring you cappuccinos and drinks and champagne. So you don't realize how they fucked up. Someone's going to get their hair fucked up. Like, seriously. Don't over process it. And don't get fucking bangs. Get clip ons. All right, Scorpios. Take what's yours, leave what's not. All right, thank y'all for showing up. You hit the like button. I appreciate it. All right, the Pisces. Oh, Scorpio. Some of you could. This could. Yeah, the lackadaisical energy with you, or those of you that are bored. Something here about the brassiness of something. Like, seriously. Lowlights, highlights. You're not going to be happy with something. So don't make a decision just out of boredom. Some of you don't make a decision just because the cappuccino is free flowing or the champagne is free flowing. And just because it costs more doesn't exactly mean they know more. So do pay attention to that. Those of you, if you're buying shit, you could be buying like fakes of something. So jewelry or clothes or bags or whatever the fuck. I feel like you're wanting to do some emotional purchasing, but it isn't going to help. Or some of you want to change your look, but it isn't going to help, especially if you don't know who the fuck is doing the work. There's something about the brassiness of something. So honestly, that Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, there to the Seven of Cups. If you're someone that makes emotional purchases, or you get easily impressed because they give you like free shit when you go in someplace, don't be easily impressed. There's something here with the hardware of something. So if you don't know, if you're buying like jewelry, or if you're buying, some of you it could be bags, if you're a purse person, right? Or bags, or some of y'all jewelry, because something is just like gold plated or silver plated, or something is brassy as fuck. It's obviously not. It's obviously not. Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Chariot. You need to be mindful of any emotional purchases. Um, take what's yours and leave what's not. This is odd, Scorpio, so I'll be saying it'll be everybody's. Mindful of the emotional purchases, and just because something seems bougie doesn't mean that it is. Because honestly, with the Chariot vibes there, I mean, if you're looking at a car, someone could have just shined it up so it looks nice and pretty, but it's a piece of shit. Someone's expecting to kind of play on this. Some of you, this sort of energy of superiority. Those of you with the emotional purchases. Those of you with the emotional purchases. Knight of Swords, Five of Cups, the Emperor to the Five of Swords. Look, for some of you, someone could be giving you a gift or wanting to buy you a gift. I feel like it's a boss or whoever the hell this Emperor energy is, but it is fake. So I don't know, if someone gives you a piece of jewelry or says they bought you a designer bag or some shit like that, or they got you a gift card to some bougie spa experience, I don't know. You need to just maybe sit your ass down on that. Someone do not do bangs. Get you a good fucking clip on if that's what you want to do, because you're not gonna like the bangs. Get you clip ons, and if you don't know the colorist, definitely no. And some of you've over processed something. So I don't know if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, or they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Some of you getting too many procedures at once. If you're doing like a facial or you're doing spa treatments, don't overdo it. If you're buying something and it's an emotional purchase, stop and wait. Because there's something here with the brassiness of something. So something isn't right. So if you're buying a new bag, a new designer bag, or some of you jewelry or something like that, it's like it's brass, but it's like gold plated or some shit like that. There's something here with the brassiness. It's just brassiness, and not in like a good way. Especially if someone gives you a gift. That Emperor energy, that feels like a partner, but it's not real. It's not real. I don't know if it's jewelry or a bag or something else, like gift certificate. Some of you really don't do anything to your hair right now. I don't know who the fuck this is, but don't do anything to your hair. Just because it's a fancy place, just because they may give you champagne or coffee or whatever the fuck, don't touch your hair. Because it's bad. It's bad. Some of you may end up with bangs not by choice because it's so bad. Wait. Those of you with the emotional purchases, or those of you, someone wanting to come in and apologize, they want to give you a gift, but it is fake. So before you get too impressed by something, pay attention to the hardware, because the hardware isn't right. Those of you that know designer bags, you know that, right? Some of you don't get too much work done all at once. Moisturize and hydrate, and moderation energy with you. Things are good, so why are you feeling so... You're feeling the need to fill the gap. But some of you, it's not going to be a positive. Whoever wants to change their hair, that's going to be a disaster. Over bleaching, over processing, or some shit like that. Damn Scorpio. I thank y'all for showing up. If you would hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. What do we got? Oh, Leo sideways. This is giving North Sea vibes. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oy. Avoid the Leo. The Leo is going through some really fucked up vibes here. The reason why the North Sea gets so turbulent is because it's one of the shallowest ones, right? So I feel like the Leo is kind of shallow, and they're going through something here. Give them plenty of space, especially if they got a strong water rising or water moon. There's the Virgo vibe. There's the Fool energy. Ooh, there's the Three of Swords. They broke their own heart. This still isn't a good vibe. Virgo energy, the lighthouse energy, right? There's with the Ace of Wands. There's the Libra. There's the Eight of Cups. There's the Three of Cups. And there's the Four of fucking Pentacles. To the Tower. To the Two of Wands. Oh, is this a Leo vibe? Those of you avoiding the fucking Leo because they do not make sensible choices. It's given the North Sea vibes. But that could be the Pisces, that could be the Scorpio moon vibes, right? The North Sea is so turbulent because it is a shallow sea. That's why the waves, when it gets churning, tend to be a bit much. The Virgo energy is always the lighthouse vibe. But damn, someone foolishly fall in fucking love. With the Three of Swords there with the Three of Cups, this is like it's a strong Pisces vibe. So you a Pisces with a Virgo rising, a Virgo moon. Is this Western? Is this Vedic? Things are balancing out. There's something with the astrology here as well. Because honestly, the Libra, the Eight of Cups, or the Three of Cups, they are the Four of Pentacles. It's kind of feeling like, what's the astrology of the situation? Some of you now isn't the time. So if you're dating a Virgo, or some of you, if a Virgo wants to come into your energy, move on to the next because they kind of messy as fuck. It's not you need to trust the energy of something. You're like the lighthouse vibe. But at the same time, this is like the lighthouse during the storm. So what's Virgo doing? What's Virgo doing through all this? Nine of Cups, the Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles to the Nine of Wands, King of Wands to the Knight of Wands to the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, you sweet Jesus. Look, they broke your heart once, they will break your heart again. This isn't like a happy vibe. Work, love, life on this? I don't know what the fuck this is. Is someone a Pisces? A Pisces with like a strong Leo energy? Maybe it's a Leo, but it doesn't feel like it's a Leo because Leo came out sideways. And then you got the Virgo energy here. This is more of a passion-based connection than what it is anything else. It's not much of a grounded and focused. Maybe it's a Virgo with strong Leo, or the Leo with the strong Virgo. The Scorpio full moon creates an interesting effect when it comes to the emotions. So some of y'all sit your ass the fuck down. Whatever this isn't a good relationship or partnership. It's really not. It's not. It's nothing's gonna work out. It's too tumultuous. So it's like the Six of Swords, all that emotion, but no one's really able to sort of build or create or do anything. Some of you is saltwater. Because the Ace of Cups is definitely giving like a saltwater vibe. So maybe you have like a sore throat or something like that. Maybe gargling with salt water, or uh, salt water and vinegar. Now's not the time. So you need to pay attention. Watch your favorite astrologer. Some of you, before you plan that excursion, you need to understand things before you embark on a new option or a new opportunity. Some of you dating's not the problem, but maybe now's not the time. Virgo is influencing this because Virgo is like the lighthouse vibe. But some of you, it's that's not the right time. Things are still too undecided. Things are still too undecided. Three of Cups is given a Beetlejuice vibe. Beetlejuice, that could be the pop culture reference, or those of you that know the astronomy of something. That Three of Cups is given Beetlejuice vibes, and it's given Pleiades. Watch your favorite astrologer before you make a decision, because some of you now just isn't the time. Someone has very shallow feelings here, but it's not going to go very far, because it always ends up in like the Six of Swords energy. It's the rock the boat. Page of Swords, King of Swords, Magician, High Priestess, the King of Cups, there to the Ten of Pentacles. Oi! Someone spills the treasure vibe here if you're not paying attention. Those of you that don't like What the fuck is that fear of like things underwater? Because this is kind of giving the energy of the shipwreck underwater. There's something here with the Six of Swords. Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Wands to the Hierophant. Those of you like meteorology on something, like seriously. Cancer, the Four of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Hangman. Something is kind of like a cursed option or a cursed opportunity. And that comes from something with the boat. There's something with the boat vibes here. But you know when they christen it with the champagne, and it's kind of bad luck if the champagne bottle doesn't break? That kind of feels like the vibe on this. There's something with the meteorology on something. So this is all like sensible choices, sensible decisions. So don't embark on that option or that opportunity until you actually know what the fuck it's about. This is definitely not a good relationship or partnership. Because someone is sneaky as fuck or shady as fuck, or there's way too much. It's a Six of Swords energy. Trauma bonding for some of you. I'm trying to see where the fuck that Six of Swords is. They need you in your feelings, they need you in your emotions, and they need you in that sort of seasick vibe. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Swords there to the Ten of Wands to the Six of Cups to the Six of Pentacles. Lord have mercy, sit y'all's ass down. Sit y'all's ass down. It is giving the North Sea vibes. So maybe some of you, you're literally traveling by boat or ferry in the North Sea. But those that are up there understand the vibes of that, right? Because the North Sea is rather shallow. That's why the storms in the water can be a bit much. Some of you, this is definitely not a healthy relationship or partnership. None of this is overwhelming. This is all like common sense. Watch your favorite astrologer before you embark on a new option, a new opportunity. Make sensible, healthy choices. Some of you pay attention to the meteorology of something. So if you're planning a trip, you know what to wear. Some of you, maybe traveling isn't the way to go. Someone needs you unbalanced or in that sort of seasick vibe. That's where the six energy comes in with you. Six, because for some of you, it's kind of a sick vibe. So it's like nauseated. So bring your Dramamine. And with Scorpio here, the Knight of Swords there with the Five of Cups. Some of you don't get stuck in that Six of Cups, woulda, shoulda, coulda type vibe, especially when it comes to an option or an opportunity, because someone done missed out on the option or the opportunity. There's really no buried treasure there as well. Oh, sweet Jesus. It is not that complicated. It shouldn't be that complicated. Everything there is like sensible choices. The astrology, the meteorology, the basic, you. Stay grounded and focused. Because you don't want to be in that Six of Swords, Six of Cups, and Six of Pentacle vibes. Someone want or need you dependent upon them. And it's not in a positive way. I with the Scorpio full moon, whatever the hell your thoughts and philosophies are on that. Someone is definitely way too melancholy anyway. You're getting a French vibe on this because this is kind of given like the mall energy, MAL. So whatever your favorite version of Rock the Boat is, but you don't need to be in the boat. Literally or metaphorically on that. None of this should be overwhelming. This is like sensible decision making and planning out what the option or the opportunity is. right? If you get seasick, you have Dramamine. If whatever the hell you're embarking on a new option or opportunity, pay attention to the basics of something. Some of you, like, seriously, the meteorology of something. You could be going somewhere cold and everything you packed was like summer dress type vibes, you know what I mean? So it feels like you might need a raincoat, or you need to make sure that you're just making sensible decisions. So no spur of the moment type of vibe. Some of you be mindful of someone that wants to create this sort of spur of the moment energy with you. There is no hidden treasure. Because honestly, that King of Cups and that Ten of Pentacles, and those of you that have that, it's like that's given like the shipwreck vibes. But those of you that don't like to see like shipwrecks underwater, or those of you where you can like look into the water and see like the vibes, because that's really what that's given. But it's kind of like they wanted you in that Six of Swords energy, but that just didn't work. There's way too much of a metaphor energy on this. With that Magician and the High Priestess, some of you mindful of the options or the opportunities that you might be trying to create for yourself, especially if you're wanting to go back into a relationship or partnership with somebody that's more of a trauma bonded. There needs to be far more fucking clarity. And for some of you, that relationship or partnership was kind of cursed to begin with. Especially when it comes to the champagne on the ship. So whatever that version would be when it comes to you. You know what I mean? It's a Scorpio moon, and for fuck's sake, some of y'all need to stay the fuck out of your feelings, out of your emotions, and out of the fucking water. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Take what's yours and leave what's not on that. Some of you stay on land. This is the interesting lighthouse vibe. So those of you you're kind of more retrospective or introspective, but you're more of an observer than what you are wanting to be a participant. This could almost be a surfer vibe as well, right? It's the surfer that can read the surf, and they're like, no, not today. You'll just sit and watch. Virgo is the lighthouse vibe, and the lighthouse is a positive in that it allows you to see what you can see or keep you from making not so smart choices. Leo come out, but Leo come out sideways because I feel like they're just a hot fucking mess, or this is sort of the energy that they create. Or pay attention to this. This is like sensible choices. Those of you in particularly around the water. But metaphorically, that's like your feelings, right? Especially with the Scorpio full moon. You get the king tides, tidal surges. Whatever version of rock the boat that you like, because someone needs you in the Six of Swords. I feel like you get seasickness or the Dramamine or trust your instincts on something. And there's a French vibe to it because it's given like the mal, like the sick, but in French. All right, thank y'all for showing up. If you could hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. Capricorn, what's up? Hey, this is more of a focus on codependencies. Okay. Or Capricorn, take what's yours, leave what's not. Oh, Capricorn with the Seven of Swords. Oh, really? You know a song that's given? That's interesting. What is the loneliest number that you've ever seen? What the fuck is that? Oh, sweet Jesus. Page of Cups, the Eight of Wands. Eight to the Knight of Pentacles. Don't be distracted by something. Don't be distracted by something. Four Pentacles. There's the Tower. There's the Two of Wands. What's your favorite astrologer? There's Leo, and there's the Three of Swords. It's not like the Leo vibe. What is Leo doing in your astrology? So where's Leo at? Is Leo, maybe Leo's in Scorpio, right? Because I am noticing that Page of Cups, or maybe Leo's in Pisces or Leo Moon. Lord have mercy. Some of y'all need to just say no. I feel like it's as simple as that. Trust your instincts, trust your intuition. You don't have the clarity on something. That Page of Cups, this is kind of, you don't like the drink. What's the Three of Swords? Or the Five of Wands there with the Five of, like, some y'all just need to stay the fuck single, loves. Or now just isn't the time. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, sweet Jesus. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, now just isn't the time. Four of Swords. There's the trust your instincts, trust your intuition. The Magician. There at the Page of Wands. Some of you mindful of, I don't know if you're eating seafood or something like that. The seafood ain't fresh. If you smell fish, it's not fresh. So I don't know if you're eating sushi or some shit like that. Or the drink. This is the drink tastes off. So I don't know, maybe it's stale beer or burnt champagne, or maybe the coffee is a little too fucking bitter. Maybe some of you who put salt in their coffee to sort of cut the bitterness. That could be an oddity for some of you. Some of you need to just sit your ass down. Now just isn't the time. Four Pentacles, your astrology, Western Vedic. Western and Vedic. It's not a lucky and love type vibe. There's way too many arguments and disagreements and sort of unhappiness energy here. So, those of you doing your shadow work, because the Capricorn feels like a positive. The Seven of Swords is you make sensible choices and you're very mindful. So, you would be turning down options, turning down opportunities, and you're not overwhelmed with making those decisions. So, those of you that you can gladly say no and move on to the next, stay in that vibe. Your intuition is definitely heightened because of the Scorpio full moon. There's the Emperor. Seven of Pentacles, there to the Six of Pentacles. Oh, Aries could be the disruptor here. That kind of explains it with the Seven of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles. Some of you could have a shitty boss that's just creating a lot of messy opportunities here and has everybody wanting to be in a disruptive vibe. So Aries has something they want to hide or something they want to take advantage of that works out better for them. So this is when your boss starts like doing some stupid shit just to get everybody sort of arguing amongst themselves. Or this is the emperor that likes to get everybody sort of arguing amongst themselves. Aries there with the Leo vibes. Maybe they're strong Aries and Leo. I feel like they feel like this works, but it really doesn't. It creates a very mediocre workspace. If this is like the friend or some of you, the family member, it is just, everything is just way too fucking messy and chaotic here. But avoid that. So you know your shadow self. Some of you know the relationships or partnerships that you need to be mindful of. With the Emperor, this is damn. It's like the boss that promises everybody everything, and then they fuck up the whole energy of the situation, and they create a not so positive sort of a working environment. But the Aries is taking advantage of a situation. That's the whole point. The Page of Cups, there's something salty or the fishy vibes, right? So if it smells like fish, it's not fresh. So pay attention to that. Those of you, someone that puts salt in their coffee to sort of cut the bitterness. Eight of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Ten of Wands. Six of Swords. Five of Swords, there to the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is the disruptor in this energy. Lord have mercy. If your boss starts dating somebody new or they bring their partner into the workplace, boy. Oh, sweet Jesus. So someone's partner creates havoc in a situation. Uh, don't get too emotionally invested in this because I feel like the Emperor is going to make a very not so smart choice here, especially listen to that Queen of Pentacles. This is an ex, or this is the person that whoever they're dating or whoever they're in a relationship or partnership with gets sort of intertwined with the work that they do. But man, they fuck up the vibes of a situation. Aries is messy. They're dealing with someone who's messy, and don't get stuck in this energy. Work love life on this is that if this is like a family situation, the Emperor comes in, they start dating somebody new, or there's some sort of relationship or partnership. The Queen of Pentacles creates a lot of distraction. So this is the person they start dating somebody, and the person that they date is very toxic and creates a lot of fucked up vibes. Those of you just avoid this energy. If this is a work situation, that Emperor is going to be stuck in shit out of luck because they weren't paying attention to a situation. This is giving a weird work vibe. Look, there's what? Eight of Pentacles, the Judgment, the Queen of Cups, to the Six of Wands. Yeah, to the Three of Pentacles. Kind of makes sense with Aries. Those of you with strong Aries. This is like really sensible, smart business decisions, making the decisions that are better for you. Those of you avoiding the messy vibes, now isn't the time. Do watch your favorite astrologer. Some of y'all just need to sit your ass down with the Leo there. Leo and Virgo could be doing an interesting transiting vibe. I don't know, really watch the astrology before you make a choice. So that way you avoid making a shitty choice. Some of you a little vow of celibacy. It kind of feels like now's not the time to start something new. Because the King and Queen of Pentacles just give each other a headache. Those of you with no work-life balance, or those of you, Lord help you if your boss, whoever they date, they let have a say-so in a situation. With the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands, there with the Five of Cups. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles is the one that creates the drama. But the King of Pentacles, that Emperor energy, goes right along with it. So the Emperor isn't really an emperor. They're God, they make shitty choices. If this is your boss, just go with the flow, avoid the conflict, and let this situation sort of figure itself out. Those of you, this is the friend that starts dating somebody and they let their partners make all their decisions because I don't feel like they have much of a backbone. So they're probably in and out of relationships or partnerships, and their partners make all the decisions. Avoid that. Some of you, that's not the person you need to be dealing with right now. And some of you, the astrology now just isn't the time. That Queen of Pentacles, that Emperor energy is going to really realize that that wasn't a smart choice. The Queen of Pentacles there with that Ace of Pentacles. This could be an engagement, or this could be that Queen of Pentacles is definitely focused on that Ace of Pentacles. But the Emperor isn't very smart. Those of you with the shitty boss. Those of you with the shitty boss. Do watch your favorite astrologer. I know I keep telling you that, but some of you, the astrology would make more sense for you. Especially if now isn't the time. Yeah, some of you staying more grounded and focused and not letting your emotions overwhelm you. Cold lands, learn how to keep yourself warm. Abandonment, challenges, and aloofness. This goes to the Aurora Borealis with the King and Queen of Pentacles there, keeping things more grounded and focused and not getting sidetracked. Especially those of you that let your partners come in and like start making all the fucking decisions. So, you take what's yours and leave what's not. The Emperor that doesn't make their own choices, but they have at least 2 or 3 dependents. This is a person that don't know how to separate their work from their personal and their dating from their work. Yeah, pay attention to the astrology of something. This is all like common sense. Oh, wow. Queen of Pentacles is focused on the Ace of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is in that dance of indecision. They don't know whether to wind their watch or scratch their butt. Or scratch their watch or wind their butt. So, some of y'all now just isn't the time. It just isn't the time. Feels like the Emperor could be stressing about a situation with that Six of Pentacles. So, if this is like a party or a celebration, or some of you an engagement, doesn't have to be an engagement, like an option or an opportunity here. But the Queen of Pentacles keeps fucking up the vibes of something, or keeps changing their mind, or keeps like upgrading something. So the Emperor isn't even paying attention to what the fuck is going on. So some of y'all, your boss is making some really shitty choices because they're not realizing what that Queen of Pentacles is doing. So if this is a work situation, someone's stressing the fuck out. It's that Emperor. The Emperor has dependents, at least 2. So this is at least 2 failed relationships or partnerships, or they have too many fucking people that's expecting an outcome on something. But the Emperor continually lacks the follow through. I don't know. They can't seem to take care of the 2 that they got. So adding another one is really kind of fucking messy. Ooh. The 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups. Sit your ass down. Oh, I was wanting to see where the Five of Pentacles was. Because you have the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is Virgo. Five of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Scorpio. They're the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, now this isn't the time. What's your favorite astrologer? Those of you that old school it with the astrology, right? The astrology came first and then astronomy once they started figuring out the maths of things. So looking at things from two different sort of perspectives here. Some of you Western and Vedic, knowing your Western and Vedic astrology, what's Scorpio doing to influence the decisions here? And those of you avoiding just the stagnant vibes. So it feels like there's a relationship or partnership. Two people aren't really discussing things. The Queen of Pentacles is spending a shit ton of money on something. And the King of Pentacles is like, what the fuck with that Nine of Swords? So feels like a celebration of some sort, or some kind of, if this is like a new business partner, it's someone that is they're trying to do an upgrade, or they're buying shit that you don't normally buy. So it's almost like they're wanting to go upscale, or they're wanting to sort of upgrade a few things, but damn. The Emperor is definitely heavy the head that wears the crown, but they're the one in that relationship or partnership with that Queen of Pentacles. So these are people that don't discuss much. And the only thing they do discuss is that Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, that is toxic as fuck. That is toxic as fuck. Work, love, life on this. Kind of feels like the shitty boss that makes a shitty hire. Boy. Alright, thank y'all for showing up. If you hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. Good luck, God bless. Peace, love, and light.